Jubair means something that is fixed. So Hajjaj bin Yusuf came up with the opposite of this meaning, and he said, you are not Saeed, you are Shaqi, which means the most unfortunate one. His father's name is Jubair. He said, your father's name, and you are son of Qusayr, which means the one of the broken one. So you are not Saeed bin Jubair, you are Shaqi bin Qusayr. Even at that moment, when he knows anything, any word can lead and can cause him his life, Saeed bin Jubair said, my mother knew my name better than you do. And she told me my name was Saeed bin Jubair. So he said, you and your mother both are the most unfortunate ones. Saeed bin Jubair recited the ayah of Quran, telling Hajjaj that the unfortunate ones are the ones that will be thrown in the hellfire. And that's something that you cannot decide now. So he said, I can decide now. I will send you to hellfire right now by killing you. He said, if I know that you can send people to hellfire, I would have been worshipping you, not Allah. But you can't even save your own self from hellfire. Hajjaj is getting even more and more upset. He can't take these words from Saeed bin Jubair. He wanted to ask him something where he would find an excuse to kill him. So he said, Saeed, what do you think about our king, our ruler, Abdul Malik bin Marwan? He said, I don't know too much about him. All I know that he is a sinner. He has committed many sins. And the worst crime Abdul Malik has committed is assigning a person like you as a governor. Hajjaj said, you disrespected Amir al-Mu'mineen and you deserve to be killed. How do you want me to kill you? Saeed replied, whichever way you want to be killed. Because you think, you know that I was a slave initially. My master freed me, but still I'm a slave of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. My master will take revenge from you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He won't leave you alone. Hajjaj bin Yusuf ordered his people to kill him. Saeed bin Jubair turned his face towards the Qibla and recited the ayah of Quran al-Kareem, فَوَلِّ وَجْهَكَ شَطْرَ الْمَسْجِدِ الْحَرَامِ. Turn your face towards Masjid al-Haram. Hajjaj is so upset that he said, turn his face away from the Kaaba. So he decided, فَأَيْنَمَا تُوَلُّوا فَثَمَّ وَجْهُ اللَّهِ. Whichever direction you face, Allah is there. He said, put his face down towards the ground. So as they put his face down, he recited, مِنْهَا خَلَقْنَاكُمْ وَفِيهَا نُعِيدُكُمْ. We created you from this, we'll return you into the same thing. وَمِنْهَا نُخْرِجُكُمْ تَارَةً أُخْرَى. Then he said to Hajjaj bin Yusuf, Hajjaj, just before I die, I have to tell you one thing. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. Hajjaj, keep it safe, save it for me, so that you can witness on my behalf on the Day of Judgment that I died with this kalima. Then he made a dua, Ya Allah, don't allow Hajjaj to kill any person after me. That was it. He was known as Mustajab al-Da'awat. Dua was accepted. Right after killing him, Hajjaj started getting sick. And now he's mentally disturbed. People around him narrate, as Imam al-Jawzi, Asfahani, all of them have narrated, that people around him used to see him. He's laying down, he's sitting down, and all of a sudden he would say, Mani wali Saeed. I have nothing to do with Saeed. Sometimes people asked him, what happened? What are you talking about, Saeed? He's dead. He said, no, whenever I go to sleep, I feel like he's pulling my leg and asking me, Hajjaj, why did you kill me for? And he spent about 15 days in that situation, and then he also died. Saeed bin Jubair, Rahimahullah, was murdered in the year 94 of Hijrah, in the first century of Islam. At that time, he was only 57 years old. His son was standing there. When his son saw that they are leading his father to kill him, he started crying. Saeed bin Jubair turned towards his father, his son, and he was smiling. Saeed bin Jubair himself, he was smiling at that time. He said to his son, son, you don't have to cry. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has not written for your father to live more than 57 years. Had he written it, has he has given me more life than 57 years, this person, Hajjaj, had no power over me. This is Allah's plan, not Hajjaj's plan. So you don't have to cry. Subhanallah. Look at the iman and tawakkul. Look at the trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We read these things all the time, that our time has been fixed and we should have our trust in Allah and fear no one but Allah. But look how Saeed bin Jubair is giving us a practical lesson over there. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us that iman and taqwa and give us tawfiq to learn and practice the deen of Allah. Those slaves, they learned the deen of Allah and became the masters. Today we consider ourselves to be free all the time and born free, but we became the slaves because of not learning our own deen. We need to learn this deen of Allah. Put it out in our practice. The way these tabi'een, rahimahumullah, learned it from Sahaba Ridwanullahi alayhim ajma'een, and they practiced it. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide all of us to Sirat al-Mustaqim. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين والمسلمات وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله.